It's time. The wait is over.
As the FCF season approaches the finish line, the suspense in round one of the playoffs was off the charts.
No! Hey, keep talking there. Yo!
The Board Ape had DeAndre Francois back on the field for what appeared to be a beatdown of the Eight Okies, but not so fast. A couple onside opportunities got the Eight Okies so far back in the game, they almost tied it up. It came down to the final seconds, with the Board Ape D holding strong, ending the game with a big pick, landing them in the People's Championship.
So it's just a matter of watching film, getting with the quarterbacks, getting with the O-line, just making sure we continue to sharpen the tools in the tool shed. There's nothing new we need to add to the game. We just got to keep doing the same things we're doing.
Their opponent decided in the late game between two OGs, the Zappers and the Shoulda Been Stars, with owner Drewski out to watch his team take an L as the Zappers pulled away early in the second half.
Let's talk about next season. Do you plan on being part of the ownership of Shoulda Been Stars next year, or what's your plans for the FCF?
Oh, no, we definitely Shoulda Been Stars. Hey, man, that is my team, man. I'm in full ownership. We ain't letting that go. We're going to take this to a whole new level next year. We're going to do some recruiting. We couldn't get Michael Vick this year. Michael Vick was supposed to play for us. I told him that. But, you know, we couldn't get him, so it is what it is.
Even prime Michael Vick may have not made a difference because the Zappers seemed destined to land in the People's Championship. After starting 0-4, they finished with 4 wins in a row. James Harden has been through the ups and downs, celebrating the big win in James Harden fashion.
Watch film, work hard. I'm gonna go lift weights when I get back to the hotel, and we back at it again. So, hey, we gotta finish where we started.
That was gonna be my last question for you, how you're gonna celebrate, but you're gonna celebrate by going to lift more weights?
Yeah, go back to the weight room.
The Zappers aren't the only underdog story in the FCF. Once you get to know the players off the field, you'll learn there are many who've had to overcome serious adversity to follow their dreams.
So I'm just putting my hands on the vehicle, and I'm like, dang, bro, like scared. Like he got a pistol to my head, you know what I mean?
Caleb was cuffed by police in Indiana, the beginning of over 3 years being locked up. Convicted of possession of marijuana and a firearm, a felony in Indiana. A culmination of several years of run-ins with police.
Most people talk about, oh man, being locked up is scary. It's not the people in there, because at the end of the day, most people gonna adapt. You just adapt, you know what I mean? So it's not like, oh man, you just adapt to wherever you at. So it's not the people, what happened, like the killers, the whatever even happens in there, that's scary. It's not that, it's the freedom. That's the most scariest thing, not having your freedom.
Caleb was born in Indianapolis and raised in Florida, a son of a preacher and a high school football player. His childhood was far from typical. He says as a child he was abused and molested by people coming in and out of his life. After a few years behind bars, Caleb finally found freedom, then was sent back to jail shortly after being released for a probation violation.
I used that time to my best ability. You know what I mean? I worked on myself, you know what I mean? I self-reflect. Man, how can I stay out this situation? How can I not ever get back in this situation again? You know what I mean? That's honestly was my whole train of thought when I was in there. How can I get stronger? Mind, body, and soul. That's like one of my main phrases I stand on. Go. Yes, sir. Like for any man that got sons, you will always want your sons to see you in that great light, like you they superhero, and that's the feeling I got when they came to my game, you know?
He now takes the time to find peace in his life, praying, meditating, or spending time in the gym, leading him to an open tryout for the FCF.
I love competing, you know what I mean? So when I was just in the hole thinking about all this, I'm like, I'm gonna do that one more time, just for my kids, to let everybody know I can do that, you know?
18 months after being released, he's competing as a tight end in the FCF, given a chance to play the game he loves. He runs an outreach ministry with his father. He's now a father to 3 boys, able to watch them grow while they watch him on TV.
When it comes to Caleb's future, what do you see for your future? What are your hopes and dreams for your future, your immediate future, and then the rest of your life?
My hopes and dreams is to reach really the highest level of football I can reach, you know what I mean? So I can pave the way for my kids, pay the bills really, and whatever comes with that life, just being honest, just so I can give back to my family.